All right. We are out here. Ready
We are out here.
for
Let us in.
some.
It's cold.
Let that sink in. No, seriously, let it in.
Alright, let me get the door. Come on in, Sync.
Now, casting call for roles. I need people to audition for the role of Sink. Someone else to audition for the role of Door. Eric, I think you should audition for Door, Eric. Yeah, you made a really good
audition
right
for
there.
Door.
Yeah. All right. All right. Got my DP.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest.
Yeah.
Dragon Pavilion.
Oh boy. Oh god. I almost dropped my chicken.
Don't drop the Slims.
I would never. Just came dangerously close.
If I'm being honest, I wouldn't be your friend anymore if you dropped your Slims. I think that's pretty fair.
Oh god.
Oh god, he dropped the Slims.
Get this man. Take him down.
Alright. Oh shoot. Okay. Okay. Alright. What was I gonna do? Master Seal, that's right.
Or
I think I'll drop it on. What are we at? So okay. What are our options? Ileana's 18, Kieran's 18, Gatri's 15. Nephine's pretty much already there, so I won't use it on her. Mia's 18.
I agree. He's already promoted.
18, 17, 18,
Ooh, Rolf.
19, 18, 11.
Poor Mist.
Little idiot. 2. At least she's not level 2.
Cute nicknames to call your child. Idiot.
Hey, yo. What if I use it on Makalov? I could. I definitely could.
Yeah, I guess you could, couldn't you?
I definitely could use it on Makalov.
That would be so funny.
I use the Master Seal on him and never use him again.
Yeah, real. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, real.
Yeah, real. No fake.
For real? Whoa, are you for real? Smash Bros, are you for real? Okay, you know what? I might use it on Mia.
Oh yeah, because we don't have a Swordmaster. Because, well, I mean, we have Stefan, but we don't use him.
Actually, I think I might use it on Zahart, because his stats need a boost. Mia's defense is 12, his is 9.
Yeah.
They're the same level, but his luck is 11, his speed is maxed. Fixing skill. Like, he just needs defense. He takes too much damage.
Oh, you also have, you didn't get a Draco Shield, but you do have other stat boosting elements. Stat boosting items.
I got an energy drop. Where's Volt?
Energy drop and a talisman and a couple other things.
Thoron. Parity, energy drop, and a talisman. What do those do? Convoy.
Energy drop is attack.
Strength.
Strength. Talisman is magic. Res, rather.
When you're at a base. When you're at a... Oh. Okay, I was like, what is... It was... Okay, it's not telling me what the skill does, but it's telling me what this item does itself. Okay.
Oh.
I was confused for a second. I know Gamble is just not good, so I'm not going to worry about that. Corrosion, that's what deteriorates enemy item durability, right?
I believe so, yes.
I forgot what parity is.
Dude, even if I could look it up again, I would not be able to tell you. Like, something about it negating...
Terrain bonuses and item skill bonuses?
Terrain bonuses, it negates all bonuses. But it negates all luck as well, I think. Either luck or skill. I don't remember offhand.
If we didn't get a general in that last match, I would have probably given the Master Seal to Gatry. He's basically a general already.
Look at this man.
Nephine's basically already promoted, so I'm not going to use it on her. Why does Rolf have better defense than Zahark?
A literal child.
Almost as much strength. Does he have better luck? He has better luck too. This idiot.
Also with Zahark has 60 XP, so he only needs another level up and a half. Mia needs 2 full level ups.
Zahark needs 2 level ups and a half. He's at 18.
Oh right, because it's 21.
Yeah. I thought you said HP, not XP. So I was like, 60 HP? Not even Tornado has that, right?
Oh, sorry for the confusion. Should have enunciated more clearly.
Braum. Okay,
I now want to see Braum eating Brahms while listening to Brahms.
Braum's blessing. You know, I might use it on Mia.
Really? Actually, before you do, let me look ahead and see. I'll tell you what enemies you should expect for the next chapter. Looks like the next chapter has a good amount of Lagoos, a sniper, a swordmaster, a thief, a fighter, 2 sages, and a whole bunch of Lagoos. This chapter has many priests who you want to avoid killing if you want the bonus experience. The Ashera staff. What does that do?
Ashera? Isn't that the name of the goddess?
Maybe it's Ashera. Completely replenishes the HP of all allied units on the map, alongside curing them of all status ailments, excluding the user. Provides... Oh my god. I think you may have to steal this, but this item is so worth getting.
Okay.
So, assuming Reese gets it, it will fully restore the HP of every other unit except for Reese. It will cure all status ailments, and will get you a full level up.
Huh? How many uses does it have?
3. Which, makes sense, but that's 3 levels.
on the person
On
who uses it?
Yeah. It gives the user a full level up.
What? That's crazy.
So it's a free heal all, a free cure all, and three free heal alls, free cure alls, and 3 free levels.
That's crazy. Okay, so
Bonus
that's a steal.
experience. Bonus experience is also, I believe, it's not. I'm not sure. Bonus experience is also based on how many priests you leave alive. When choosing units, you should have at least 3 or more units that have high enough constitution to be able to. Oh, remember that last support conversation, or the Eric's conversation, talking about enemies you don't want to kill?
Shoving.
Uh-huh. That's what you're going to have to do if you don't want to kill these priests, but also get them out of range of other enemies, it seems like.
Sweet. Okay.
Split into 3 teams. The boss uses a killer axe and a killer bow. If your thief is near him, you can steal one of his weapons. I don't think we need to steal one of those weapons. Items. Oh, whoa. Okay. The Asherah staff. You get the Asherah staff if you don't kill any priests.
Okay. Can the priests attack me? Are they like bishops that can have light magic?
There's one bishop, it seems. Is there a recruitable character? No recruitable character. It says, awarded items. Asherah staff acquired if no enemy priests are killed, including the named bishop Tomanami. Note that the only ways are shoving and or smiting them out of the way. Then droppable items include... droppable items include 2 chest keys, bolting, a killer bow brought by the boss. Oh my god, this chapter's loaded, dude.
All right, so we got to get this right.
The left side of the map has a sleep staff, Nosferatu, and spirit dust, which I believe is magic.
Yeah, I think so.
And then the right side has a silver bow, a tomahawk, and bolganone.
Dang.
So definitely, we're gonna want to bring Volk. We're gonna want to bring Volk. A thief, a fighter, 2 sages. Unclear what the enemy units look like. The boss has a killer axe and a killer bow, so swords over axes. So Mia would be a safe bet, I think. If you want to use it on Mia.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mia and Zarg both have maxed out speed. I think Mia's in a better spot than Zahark is, though. I'm not sure how their growths compare.
Also, if it helps, the objective is to defeat the boss.
Got it.
As you can imagine.
Tormod's pretty good. TBH.
And you do get Bolganon in this map.
Bolganon.
Granted, it's from a chest.
Okay.
But I guess Ike is our only promoted sword user that we use. Because we don't use Stefan. Even though we could.
Yeah, I think I'm going to use it on...
Hey, I'm curious about something real quick. Can you go to Stefan real quick? I wonder if Vague Kadi is exclusive to him.
No, just an S rank sword that no one else is S rank with.
No one else is S rank?
Mm-mm.
Dang. There goes that idea.
Man has Astra. You know, I think I'm gonna give it to Zahark. Because he struggles a lot.
Hopefully his growths are good and this will put him in a better spot.
Yeah, because he just struggles. Oh, whoops. Like, he can kill, kinda, but he just takes too many hits and too much damage. Yeah.
He used to be a dodging machine, but enemy speed has gotten way up.
Mm-hmm. And his hasn't. Is maxed out.
Yeah.
And his... Yeah, he's just behind. So here it is. Give me, Swordmaster Zahark.
Give me Master Seal after midnight.
Pimp Daddy Zahark. Look at this man. Plus 4 HP. Alright.
Alright. Oh, movement up.
Yeah, that's normal.
Yeah, I guess I just don't pay attention.
Alright.
Want to make a silver axe now?
I think so. Probably gonna give it to Titania.
I think she's the only one who can use it.
It's A. Weapon level A. Yeah.
Wait, how is Nephany still at D?
Dude, I don't know.
She's been like killing everything. And she can't even use... Oh, wait, you're telling me none of those crits she got, any of the time you've been using her have been from actual killer lances?
No.
Broken. This character is broken. Sakurai fixed this game.
Alright. Weapon level B. Brave Sword. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh, are you serious?
Ooh. Okay, well, okay. Zark already has the Stadia Buster and Killing Edge. I think I'll give the Brave Sword to Mia. Or... No, not Ike. Ike's good. He's chilling. Actually, yeah, Mia. She could use it.
Yeah. Because the longsword isn't that great, I don't think. Like, we just haven't been using it.
It's good against horses.
It's the rapier of this game.
Yeah. I think we're good for now. Let's go ahead and...
Although, if you want to be technical, I guess the regal sword is the rapier of this game because that's armor and cavalry.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about the stat boosts. It's energy drop with energy drop, which is strength, and talisman, which is res.
Correct. You get the energy drop to the Hark as well.
Nah, he's good.
Or maybe not. Wow. Wow.
This man is stacked.
That's low-key absurd.
He's so stacked.
This man's strength is the same as his defense.
He's the level 14 promoted.
I understand, but like, talk about an unstoppable force and an immovable object.
Right. Rolf's strength is higher than Shinon's?
I'm glad we noticed that at the same time. What?
What?
Who needs Shinon, dude?
Wait.
You can have an archer that's a child and also not racist.
Shinon sucks. Rolf has better defense. Rolf has better luck. Better strength. Oh my god.
Wow. Imagine being weaker than a child.
What type of idiot do you have to be?
Imagine, like, they're just chilling in the barracks, and Rolf was like, I bet I could beat you in an arm wrestling match now. And Shinon's like, yeah, bet. And Rolf just like, not only does he beat him, but like he flips his, like he pins his arm down so hard that Shinon flips and goes through the wall.
I was gonna say he breaks the table or something.
Or you know the scene in Seven Deadly Sins when they break Bon out of prison and Meliodas and Bon have that like crazy arm wrestling contest that brings down the entire fortress.
Yeah.
That, but completely one-sided in Rolf's favor.
Shinon quits the mercenaries after that.
Imagine, how old is Rolf? Like 12, right?
Sure.
Let's go with 12. Imagine a 12-year-old going up to you and be like, bro, do you even lift? I would first punt the child into next week and then just cease to exist. Not like kill myself, just blip out of existence.
Like Miles in Spider-Verse. He does it on command.
No. He can't do it on command.
I think I'll give the talisman to maybe Nephany.
Freaking Gatry. Look at this idiot. And has one res.
I could give it to him, give him a little bit more survivability against mages, but I wouldn't be putting a knight up against a mage in the first place, unless I know he's gonna kill him in one hit.
Yeah.
Nephany, on the other hand, that'd be good. That'd be good on her.
This man, this absolute unit.
All of his stats are double digits. Not even Titania can say that. Barely.
Someone stop him.
No one can. Oh, so is Tanith. Makes sense.
Oh my. Someone stop this woman. And her army of Patricias.
The Patricia platoon. Okay. I think I'll start using more of the bird dudes and the tiger dudes and Leth.
That may be good for this map.
I'll give this energy drop to Nephany as well. Or Talisman.
Who'd you give the energy drop to, or was I not paying attention?
It was Nephany as well.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Should I use corrosion? Nah. Well, might be helpful. Is it? How does it activate? That's what I want to know. Is it like a long
skill?
But is it like
a?
How does it affect their durability though? If they use it on you, does it lower the durability?
Is corrosion a good skill?
I think it's if the character that you have corrosion on gets hit by an enemy weapon, that their weapon's durability goes down farther.
Okay, so I'm on NeoSeeker, that forum website, and it's a thread of it's like what's the most useless skill in Path of Radiance, and the first answer is most useless skill. I think it would have to be corrosion. In certain instances, drops enemy weapon durability. Chances are the guy's going to be dead by the end of the round anyway, and if you're supposed to get that weapon and when he dies, you just screwed it up. Oh, so it has like a rare chance of it happening, and what are the odds of it happening on a weapon that you're going to obtain when you kill the enemy?
Oh, fun. So I'm not using that. Cool. Cool.
Corrosion is pretty useless. I'd have to say parity. It's pretty useless since there aren't many levels that have shrubs and other bonuses that affect how you battle. I want to agree. Parity is pretty worthless. Yeah, a lot of people saying not provoke. Parity and corrosion suck.
All right. So you're going to lead a small unit out on a survey mission? Yes, that's the plan. However, though we've taken to the castle, there are still pockets of Dane resistance. It's possible they may try to mount an attack and retake the palace. I want you to be in charge of the watch. That is, of course, not a problem. However, you're taking the princess along. Don't you think it would be safer to take more troops? Even if we split our battalion, we have enough men to handle both tasks. I'm just not used to moving around with such a large group. And for this mission, I'd like to keep the number of people involved as low as possible. It's not that I don't understand how you feel, but we will compromise. I know. For someone from Benyon, you're pretty flexible. It speeds things up considerably. To be a soldier, one must be able to quickly adapt to circumstances around him. Facts. All right. We'll be back later. Take care.
Ooh.
This is the place Nasir mentioned, Palmani Temple. I hope whatever he was trying to tell me will become clear once we get inside and look around. I still can't believe Nasir was on Dane's side. I just can't. And he let that dragon girl get away. Although I'm sure he had a reason for that as well.
I wonder, was it really Nasir? Although, besides my family, the only people I showed the medallion to were Titania, Princess Alencia, and Nasir. I thought I could trust him. I really did. Why? Why did he do it?
Missed. Thinking about the past isn't going to help. Let's take a look at this temple. Talk is cheap. Schaefer. I think this is me.
This is me because you had Zelgius and he was the last one.
Oh, right. I'll be the priest.
What did you say? What did you say? The Crimean army is here?
They want to investigate the temple. What should I tell them?
Crud. This ain't good. I don't know what they're after, but if they find us mercenaries saddled with Dane, they'll wipe us out.
It is all the will of the goddess. Resign yourself to your fate. Accept it.
That dumb. No one's gonna roll over and die. That's for sissies. So tell me, how many are there?
There appears to be 10 or so, including the women.
That's good news.
It is?
If that's the lot of them, we can take care of this on our own. It'll be like stealing a baby from the cradle. Now then, here's the plan. Pretend like you want to help them and then lead them inside. And listen good, you best not whisper a word about us being here. Or else. Huh? I'm guessing?
Like the finger to the throat, I guess?
I'm guessing.
But I couldn't. What you ask is beyond me. The same, but louder.
Don't forget, we got all the other priests under our control. Unless you want them to meet the goddess early, you'll do as you're told.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Palmani Shrine. Alright. We'd like to take a look around. Please show us each room. Oh, very well. This is a very large room. Are you alright? Why are you shaking like that? Oh, goddess, please forgive me. It's a trap!
It's a trap. You did it.
Please forgive me. I thought something like this might happen.
I don't know how you got wind of us, but showing up in such a small group means you're out of luck. And you're getting out of here alive.
We've just fought our way to the Dane capital. You're not even going to slow us down.
Cocky, ain't you? Who said this was gonna be a fair fight?
What are you doing?
Hey, bring out the others.
Oh my...
Oh my god. You fools are gonna be our shields.
What?
See? You ain't so useless after all.
You filthy dogs. Those are innocent people. You can't... Oh, mercy. Please help me.
Hey, if you don't want them pretty rosy yours to turn red, you'll attack these scum. If you even think about betraying us, I'll kill every one of you.
But you can't. Remains, please, forgive us. We cannot allow our brothers to die.
Dang, that's messed up.
So this looks bad, but most of these guys are harmless.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm not going to kill them anyways. This cowardice will not stand. These priests are being made to fight against their will. We've got to try to save as many of them as possible. Let's go. Alright, so I cannot kill any of them. So I can get that dang staff. Which one is... Not Tornado, the Tomonami.
Him. So by keeping every priest alive, not only do you get the staff, you also get 360 bonus XP.
You know, maybe corrosion might be useful for Tomonami.
How many
40.
uses does light have? Oh.
I could just... No, never mind.
Let's see. You'll also get a sleep staff. You could put him to sleep.
Ooh.
Okay, so
Oh, thieves.
So go to the left side. So, bottom chest. Okay, the chests from bottom to top. Sleep Staff, then Nosferatu, and then Spirit Dust. Then on the right side, from bottom to top, is Silver Bow. From bottom to top, the bottom one is the Silver Bow.
Mm-hmm.
The middle one is the Tomahawk, and the top one is Bolganone.
Got it.
And then as far as reinforcements go,
I'm assuming these doorways.
one cat and one sniper appear in the right room with the chests at the end of turn 2. A tiger and a swordmaster appear in the left room with the chests at the end of turn 3. A thief appears in the right room with the chest at the end of turn 4. Oh, the thief appears at the end of turn 4 in the right room with the chest, but if all the chests have been opened, he will leave. If all chests in the right room have been opened, he will leave. And then a fighter and a cat appear bottom left at the end of turn 5. 2 sages and 2 tigers appear right at the end of turn 9. The bottom right at the end of turn 9.
Okay.
It's unclear whether the sages are part of the number. Real quick, count how many priests there are, including the bishop.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, the sages aren't. They're soldiers, not priests.
Okay, cool. Never mind.
So 8.
There should be 8. There should
9,
be 18 priests in total.
10, okay. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Cool. That's all of them.
Okay. Wait. I really need to get these chests. I shouldn't have to drag this out. I don't need to drag this longer than it needs to.
The bonus experience is for 12 turns, I believe. 12 turns.
Two chest keys. Okay. Only 11 units. Let's declist everyone. Volk and Reese. I'm gonna use that sleep. I'm gonna blitz the left side and get that sleep. Kill that thief first. Get that sleep.
Whew. Thief can get that sleep.
Wait. I just see swords and axes everywhere. There's one halberdier.
There should be a sage somewhere with bolting.
Right here.
Yeah, he will drop it. You'll be able to get that.
Cool.
Assuming you kill him before he uses all of it.
That's the entire map! It's the entire map! I hate this. I hate it here.
Oh yeah, I guess you don't have meteor anymore.
Tormod has it. But I think that hits a radius, though. And he's surrounded by priests. Unless it doesn't, and I'm just not right.
Even if it does, as long as they don't die.
They're level 5. They'll die.
Oh yeah, that sucks. Well, what's their HP?
20.
No way.
Cool.
Yeah, no. It's great. It's great. I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's freaking fantastic. So swords and axes.
Swords and axes. So I'll need swords and lances.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nephany. For sure, for sure, for sure. Mia.
Oh, no, you. Oh, never mind.
Where's... Oh, there he is.
You know who I think might be good for this map? Rayson. If you want to bring him.
Yeah. Tempted to bring another Lagoos. I want to bring... No, I don't need to bring Soren. Kind of want to, though.
He's close. You need swords and axes. The lances and swords.
Okay. I'll bring Marcia. I'm going to give Marcia... I think Jill has the full guard. She does. I want to bring Marcia and give her the full guard. Can she... She can use swords now. Right. Wait, so...
Wait.
She
Sorry,
has E-rank swords, so and that's brand new. But when Jill got the ability to use axe... Wait.
No, it's still E.
Oh, right. Then we discovered steel weapons are rank E. Steel axes are rank E.
Right.
Steel lances are D. What is that about?
I don't know.
That's dumb. Well, she can use steel swords, maybe? Probably not. I'll bring her anyways. It'll be helpful to have that range. Alongside Oscar.
Wait, do you need to bring lances or axes? I'm confused.
Swords and lances are what I need. Because
there are swords and axes out there, I see.
right. Ugh. Should I bring the Patricia squad? Probably not.
Well, they might accidentally attack a priest.
True.
And they always double.
Oh, they would kill these guys instantly.
In one shot.
One turn. Easily. Maybe Rolf would be helpful. Maybe.
If you want to bring a Lagoons, I would suggest Mordecai because he has Smite.
Yeah.
And you can push the priests out of the way with that.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. Sword, magic, magic. Lance, sword, lance, lance. I could have Zahark come through.
Good.
I need more promoted units. I only have so far Ike, Reese, and Marcia. So I think they bring Zahark and Tornado. Astral.
I just realized we forgot to make a weapon again.
Ah, dang it.
Well, time to save state. Archers may be useful.
Right, I'm thinking about Astrid.
Or maybe Boyd.
I mean, I could, but all he can use is iron bow.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, this man's jacked as heck, but not sure how useful he'd be.
This man's thick.
He is mighty thick. Yeah, I guess Astrid. I want to bring another archer aside from her because I've been using her a lot.
Then do Rolf.
Yeah, I think I'll do Rolf.
You could promote.
Better defense than Shinon.
Shinon, more like dumb. Got him.
Dude, Eric, why are you so hilarious, dude?
Bro, I'm just blessed with the funny man gene. There will be lagoons in this map.
Right. Only like a couple though, right? In each of the rooms?
Yeah, they come in as reinforcements.
Hmm. Okay. Going to the list is way better way to organize items.
Yeah. Ba-dum, ba-dum.
Here we go. Spear, steel lance, killer lance, iron lance. What's better, spear or short spear? Oh, spear, for sure. Okay. Alright, Oscar, I think you're good. Actually. Okay. Marcia, what do you got? What do we got for you? I can give you Ray Schism. I'm not bringing Jill. Can I bestow Ray Schism on someone? Is that a thing you can do in real life? Yeah, it is. Oh, and this also.
Oh yeah, that's good.
But I didn't forget this.
Make sure it's equipped. Make sure it's equipped.
That's what I forgot to do that for one of the missions.
For like the full band or whatever. That one, the demi band.
Yeah. I was like, why isn't he transformed? He is fine. The yeet arrows on his last legs. It's so depressing. Can't use, bro. If Neffy could use killer lances, oh my god.
She would be unstoppable.
But alas. You know what? I think I'm gonna give her Ray Schism. Yeah. Yeah. So back to Marcia. We can drop the yeet arrow for just a steel lance. Yeah, I'll just keep it. No, I won't. Yeah. You have literally all the knives we have, Volk.
Show me you have all the knives.
This might come in handy.
Oh, silence will.
Yeah.
do silence and sleep.
This inventory space is pitiful.
Yeah, for real.
I'll drop mend, because healing pretty much heals a lot already.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Ileana. She can't use Thoron. She's the Thunder Mage. What's her what's her rank?
Probably like C.
Yeah.
God, I'm good at this.
Which is rank A.
Jeez.
Also rank A. Can Soren use those ones? No.
Probably not.
Whoops. Elthunder's on his last legs as well. I should have shopped for some more magic. I forgot about that. Could snag Verdant Wind.
You could. If we make a thunder tome, can we name it Odin's Beard?
Sure.
By Odin's Beard. Thunder has 3 though.
Right.
Oh.
That's what I was saying, because, like, Elthunder's almost dead, so...
Oh, yeah.
Swap it out for regular wind. I'll do that.
By Odin's Beard?
Yeah, Soren doesn't need Elwind and Verdant Wind.
I still think Merrick is the better wind mage. Because, you know, one has Excalibur right off the bat. And that same one is also not racist.
Soren's getting better.
All I'm saying is Merrick hasn't canonically used a slur.
That we know of.
Yeah, I guess he could in New Mystery.
Right. I doubt it,
I
though.
suppose he could. I sincerely doubt it. Merrick is a good boy. He's my son.
Let's bring... No,
And the fact that
actually...
he's Fire Warriors is a crime.
This is gonna be weird, dude.
Yeah.
This is gonna be really weird. Short axe. Armor Slayer.
What the guide suggests doing is dividing your army into 3 groups.
Left, right, middle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which side is Volk on?
Left.
Is there a chest key on the left side that's dropped by an enemy?
Yeah, right here.
Okay. So
Same thing on the right, too.
whatever side Volk is not on, give one of the units on that side, like, is that Zahark?
Yes.
So I would maybe give Zahark 1 chest key. Because you have a couple of chest keys with 1 use.
Yep. Also...
So. We got a couple of elixirs too. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is whatever side Zahark is not on, give him 1 chest key with 1 use, so that when he gets them, Zahark can open all 3 by himself. Or even if Zahark doesn't kill the unit on that side, you can open all 3 chests on that side without a thief.
Everyone gets vulneraries.
Unfortunately, 11 isn't evenly divisible by 3, So you're gonna have 2 groups of 4 and 1 group of 3 if you want to divide that way.
Yeah. I hate math.
Let me see who I think would be best on each side.
I'm definitely sending Volk this way so he can get to this chest as soon as possible.
You're gonna want to put Reese on the left, because that's where sleep is.
Right.
So Nosferatu.
This side seems to be axe heavy with 2 lances. This side is lots of swords. 2 swords. And a bow. 3 swords and a bow.
Can Rolf use silver bows?
So, oh, no.
Oh yeah, no, not yet. And then you don't have any axe units. And you don't have any fire mages. Okay, so really the only imperative thing is that Reese be on the left so that he can get sleep.
I don't know if I want to send people down the middle yet. Like right off the
You don't
bat.
necessarily have to. You don't necessarily have to. That's just something that the guide suggests.
Because like if I do, also that's just less units on either side. That's what I'm mainly worried about. But also like, whoops. There's just too much to handle over here. Bolting. I don't think this bolting guy's gonna attack unless we get super close to him, or start attacking these guys. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with just the two teams.
Also, hopefully everyone is able to shove the priests, or enough of them are able to shove priests.
Okay. Wait a second.
Be careful not to allow... be careful of your units being in range of the priests, because some of them will attack you with light magic and your units may counterattack.
Well, not the regular priests. I think you're talking about the bishops. Because these guys can't attack. Only Tomanami and no, these two. Tomanami and these two guys. No priests over here can attack.
They also won't move unless shoved.
Right. Yeah, only Tomanami and these two bishops can attack.
Also, the boss has a skill called Colossus, which allows him to deal more damage to units with lower constitution.
Fun.
So basically, kill from damage from far away, and then kill Ike. Kill with Ike.
He's a killer bow.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Ooh, hopefully this is the one and done.
Oh god, I hope so. Okay. First up. That's 28.
Let's go.
Okay. Axes. You kidding me?
Awakening will let you do that. Yes, it would.
I hate it here. Okay, Mr. Short Axe. Wait. Armor Slayer. Steel Axe. Short Axe. Steel Lance. Short Spear. Venom Axe. Steel Lance. Okay, so no Lagoos killers. I don't think there's any Lagoos killer enemies.
I don't think so.
Venom. Longsword. Oh, that's good against horses. A lot of venom bows. No, a whole lot of venom bows. Longbow.
Longo.
Bolting. And Elf Thunder. Okay. Poison Patrol over here. Alright.
Poison Patrol is no match for the Patricia platoon if she was here.
True. That puts Oscar at 14?
Yeah, if it hits.
Alternatively,
I mean, it lowered his hit rate.
let's go for it. It's a
Come
first
on,
turn.
Oscar.
It's the first turn.
First crit.
Or not. Please miss.
Miss,
Nice.
Miss. Let's go. Now crit. Okay, look. Can't win them all, I guess.
Listen, man. Oscar, you're gonna do great, kiddo. I believe in you. Kieran doesn't, but I do.
You can do it, sport.
That's not smart. I shouldn't do that. I mean, I could. I will.
You could. Yeah.
What can Volk do? Stiletto?
That's kind of nutty.
The enemy still has 60 hit. Zahart can reach. That's crazy. He's going this way, though. You have the full guard, right? It is equipped. Cool. Wait. Ooh. I'll take that.
And then Volk can kill.
Well, he'll be right up against that Swordmaster right at the top of the staircase. And the Archer.
Okay, maybe no, maybe not then.
It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be really, really weird. No, swords should go this way. How about this? I gotta make sure I religiously look at to where I'm targeting.
Yeah. Look, man, all I'm saying is that jump behind necessary?
Right. What else is on screen?
Like, come on, man. It's all the same.
So they can't... Okay, cool. They're stuck. We can advance. Wait.
Oh, yeah.
Mandorhando. Let's go, Mia.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, she's fine. Watch this crit. Okay, maybe not.
Mandorhando is red from all the blood of the enemies.
Mandor come through. From the blood of the Mandor Cardor.
Eh. Aiku. King Aiku. Okay. Make sure the mages are good and healthy. And jazz. Okay.
Eating their vegetables.
Yeah. Rolf, just chill there. I mean, would Rolf survive an interaction with this guy? Strength 14, defense 10. I think so.
What's Rolf's speed?
11. What's his? 9. Ha!
We're good.
Rolf's big chillin'. Got my heels on deck.
And also getting him in position for that sleep staff.
I'll send Ileana this way, I think. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
Ba, 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 ba.
It's a hark.
Watch this miss.
Haha. Sidestep.
Let's go.
He spot dodged it. Watch this miss.
Oh, I thought that was Mordecai. Just crit. Just crit. Okay. One of the days I'm gonna be right. Bruh.
You know what? I'm not entirely mad.
He did put himself into optimal killing position.
Bro, he didn't think this through at all.
Bro, he just like stole something off a tiger. What did you think was gonna happen? Let's go.
C. I'm so glad Marcy is good.
Yeah, for real. And like she wasn't a pain to invest in like a lot of other Pegasus Knights and other games are.
Yeah. Should I move her? I mean, do I need to? I don't know. Right there. Okay, I need Neffany to shove this guy. Am I shoving? Okay.
I hope I'm shoving.
This is gonna be so stressful, man. I have to make sure I'm shoving. I have to make sure I'm not attacking the wrong person. It's gonna suck. One damage? It's a venom bow, though. Poison. I gotta make sure he dies. I'm gonna wait here. Cool. Just his thief is left. I kind of want Volk to get the level up.
Hmm. What are your thoughts on conspiracy theories?
They're alright.
Wait, what?
I mean, they're alright. I don't have an issue with them.
Are there any that like you see that you like kind of believe, or you think there could be validity to them?
I'm sure there are. I just can't think of any. I think most of the time they're just funny to kind of picture if they were real. I think it's fun sometimes to like think of what if this was actually like a thing.
Like birds being government drones,
Right.
which they are.
Yeah. Like I can't really think of any specific ones. Is that your convo topic that you decided to choose?
Bro, I'm trying to think of like so I went on Google and I just looked up like best ways to like good conversation starters or like funny questions to ask. And so one of the things I searched up a second ago was best ways to liven up a conversation, and I go best ways to liven up, and one of the suggested things is best ways to liven up a marriage, and I'm like the fact that is so high up here is pretty sad. Oh, I have one. This is a TikTok one, but this is funny. All right, pick a movie. Think of a movie. One actor stays the same. Every other character is played by Muppets.
One actor stays the same. Mission Impossible. But the one actor that stays the same isn't main character. Tom Hanks? Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
But he's a Muppet. But the one character that stays the same is like one of the tech people at the HQ.
All right. I like that answer. Let's see. What's a good one?
22, 33, 44. Okay, Mia.
I'm trying to think.
I see you, Mia.
Whiplash. Have you seen Whiplash?
Yes.
Whiplash, keep J.K. Simmons, everyone else is a Muppet.
Seeing him yell at Muppets.
Seeing cursing Muppets, and also seeing Muppets play like jazz instruments.
That'd be great.
But instead of like the guy on the drum set is Kermit with a jazz banjo.
Jazz Kermit.
I chose the Schaefer Conservatory because it has the best jazz department in the country.
All right, Kermit.
Shorty, I don't mind.
It's just me out here.
Kermit, I see you have a knife.
No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're alone up there? Yeah, it's just me out here.
Oh, it's just me out here.
Dude, I see Elmo.
That video is so cursed, but in the best possible way. All right. Same concept, but with an anime. In anime, one character stays the exact same, but every other character is a Muppet.
Death Note.
Okay, who's the same?
This is kind of a cop out, but one of the guys that die early on, like one of the prisoners that the no-name prisoners that died, just so that they die and everyone else is still a Muppet.
Everyone's a Muppet.
Right.
All right. So who would be Light Yagami?
I like Kermit with Light Yagami hair. I can see that.
I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
Who would be L? Oh my God, Beaker is L.
Oh no.
Beaker's like trying to figure out what's going on with the kid, and he's like, me, 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 me.
Do do da do da da do da da da. Like the piano music.
Me, 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 me. Like instead of a piano, it's just Beaker going me, me. Okay. Like, Mr. Yagami is Fozzie, the Waka Waka.
Waka waka. Waka waka. Misa is Miss Piggy. She's like the only girl.
Oh my god,
right?
and there's that other one that comes in later in the series, the one from college. That's a reporter. Then oh my god. So if Beaker is L, Nier has to be Swedish Chef.
Do those automatically poison no matter what, or is there a chance they poison?
I don't know. Let's find out.
It's 100%, I think.
Okay, well,
He's poisoned. Good to know. One more. Well, not.
Death Note with Muppets would be so funny. Oh my god.
What's another one that'd be funny with Muppets?
Honestly, it's partly because it's been on my mind, but Seven Deadly Sins would be really funny with Muppets.
Attack on
like-
Titan.
Attack on Titan would be good. Seven Deadly Sins, but the only character that stays the same is Hawk. Oh my god. Swedish Chef is Escanor. So you have like shy, timid Swedish Chef. He's like, and then he gets buff. It's like, but instead of an axe, it's a giant frying pan. Oh my god. I can't believe you said Death Note. I'm still rolling. just like the thought of like I knew you would do that, L. Just because like I'll take a potato chip and eat it is one of the funniest moments of any anime, and then to have Kermit the Frog saying it.
I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
And eat it.
I can't do
Take
Kermit's
up a potato
voice.
chip.
I'm getting better at it. It's not mine's not great.
I used
but-
to be able to do really good Kermit. I used to be able to do really freaking good Kermit.
Oh my god! Spare a thought for a moment for Sauce Day.
No. Muppet Naruto.
Kermit's the only Muppet I can do, unfortunately.
I mean, you can do pretty good Swedish Chef.
Oh, I thank you. Swedish Chef is just gibberish. If my voice could go higher, I could do a decent Beaker, but Beaker's just Beaker. I love Beaker. Did you watch the Muppet movies from like early 2010s? The one with Jason Segel.
With like the live action people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One that introduced Walter with Man or a Muppet.
Yeah. It's been so long though. Oh my
Bro.
gosh.
I still listen to Man or a Muppet every now and then. It's because it's a banger. And it has no right being that good. Also, just that song randomly having Jim Parsons in it for no real reason is so funny to me. I mean, like, there's a reason for it, but like, it's like
Who's Jim Parson?
Sheldon in Big Bang Theory.
Oh,
He's like, because like it's like there's a Muppet version of Jason Segel and a human version of Walter, and Jim Parsons is the human version of Walter.
okay.
He like looks in the mirror. I'm a very manly Muppet. I'm a Muppety man. Oh my god.
How about how about Dragon Ball as Muppets?
Alright, who stays the same? The dragon.
Shenron. Shenron's the only one that stays the same.
Shenron. His name is
No,
Shenron.
no, 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 no. Goku's the only one that stays the same because he'd be beating up a bunch of Muppets. He's just throwing hands with a bunch of Muppets.
Oh no. Beaker and Frieza. Oh my god. One of the old men from the balcony is Master Roshi.
I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about.
The old men that are always like heckling. Like, that was awful.
Oh yeah.
One of those, I forget which one, would be Master Roshi. I'm sorry. I can. Oh my god. Animal. Animal would be. Animal was Nappa.
We're talking about Dragon Ball?
Yeah. Animal was Nappa.
I don't know who Nappa is.
Yeah, you do. Nappa's the one that came with Vegeta.
Dude, I didn't watch Dragon Ball.
Didn't watch what?
I didn't watch Dragon Ball.
Oh. You would still know Nappa. He's the Vegeta. What does the scouter say about his power level?
Oh.
That's Nappa.
Okay.
You never even watched the abridged series?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god, the abridged series is so funny. They do a parody of "I'll Make a Man Out of You" from Mulan for no real reason.
It's just in there?
It's just in there. So you don't know about like Muffin Button?
No.
Oh my god. Okay, there's a moment when like I've only seen the first couple arcs and it's been a while. Well, last thing I remember was I was on the Cell arc, but I didn't get to Perfect Cell yet. Like I remember them beating the androids vaguely. But anyway, it was it's like this capsule that Goku is training in, so that he can like get stronger or whatever. Like he increases the gravity to get stronger or whatever. And in the abridged version, there's a button that every time he presses it, a muffin comes out, and he'll eat the muffin. And so there'll be like moments in the abridged series where it's like, Goku, what are you doing? Wait, Goku, what is that? And it'll go, muffin button, and then a muffin will come out. And it became such a huge thing that at a con several years ago, they asked the English voice actor for Goku, whose name is slipping my mind at the moment, to say muffin button, and everyone lost it.
Muffin button.
Like it was on the same level as oh god, who's the voice of Leo in Fates?
I think it's Max Middleman.
Is it Max Middleman? It was like it was like the con where they were asking Max Middleman to say something about a tomato.
Ooh.
Good lord. You know what I'm talking about? Like there was that con where it was like, say the tomato thing.
Fire Emblem Fates, Leo. Yeah, it is maximum element actually. I was just a guess. I'm glad I got them. I'm sure I got that.
Nicely done. Like that was a common like they were like say the tomato thing, and it was like the same energy with the muffin button.
Say the tomato thing.
I think reinforcements are about to come at the end of this turn.
From this room that I'm in?
I'll tell you in a second. Oh wait, what? They should already be here.
The left ones came in. I'd killed them. It's at the end of turn 3, right?
Yeah. Unless
I
Unless
haven't
the-
finished 3 yet. I'm still doing turn 3 right now, so it hasn't ended
yeah,
yet.
but like but like the reinforcements at the end of turn 2, according to the wiki, were supposed to be on the right, unless it's just whatever room you're in first. So I guess at the end of this turn,
He
oh
did the
my
thing!
God. What? What was that miss?
So does it give him just 2 hits? So I guess one of the 2 hits just missed.
Unless that's part of the animation,
But it wouldn't have said missed though.
I guess.
I'm guessing it's a 2-parter hit, so he basically just had a 3-hit move, but one of them just missed. Because if it was part of the actual animation, it wouldn't have missed. But you can't miss
Yes,
crits. That's weird.
So I guess it is part of the animation.
Ileana's just chilling. The left room is complete. Well, I actually have to get those chests, actually.
Bro, I'm so glad Zahark is good again. Mostly.
He's still taking Zahark damage at the end of the day. Jesus.
But at least he's dodging more and is doing more damage.
Oh. Oh my God.
Oh no! That's not a crit. That's ether. That's his skill.
Right. So okay. So that's why I was able to miss.
That's why it missed. Yeah, there's a reinforcements. So I guess it really is whatever room you're in first.
I was always curious as to why Ike's up B was called Ether. Now I know. I didn't actually know, because I knew the skill Ether was a thing. It's been in Fire Emblem for like a while, and it's also in Awakening stuff, which was my first Fire Emblem game I played. But I didn't know like Ike specifically threw the sword up when he had Ether, and then did the spinny thing. That's cool.
Oh my God! What if? Hold on, I'm about to sneeze.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I understand why they wouldn't do this with like Marth and probably Roy, but like, what if Lucina and Crom, their special attacks were different skills from Awakening? Whether that character can use them in game or not.
Right.
Like, what if Crom's side B is like Astra, or down B is Astra?
Ooh, cool idea. What if Lucina's up B was Gale Force? It was like it's like a 2-part Dolphin Slash kind of, because Gale Force gives you an extra turn basically to move. So what if it was like
It gives you an extra turn.
like it's like Dolphin Slash, but there's like a attack in between. So it's like an attack and then an attack again that sends you higher.
Gale Force could work as an up B.
That'd be kind of cool.
But in order to like, I feel like in order for Gale Force to work as an up B and capture the essence of Gale Force, because Gale Force allows you to move again if you kill a unit. So it's like one of those things where like you would have to hit in order to do it again.
Right. So without it, it kind of be like Dolphin Slash.
Yeah.
But if you hit the opponent with it, then it's a 2-part.
If you hit the opponent with the first thing, you get another chance and you can combo into it. Ooh. What if it's like a thing where it's like, okay, so in this hypothetical where Lucina's up B is Gale Force and it functions like that, right? I'm playing as Lucina, you're playing as some other character. I'm like far off the stage to the point where like if I use regular Dolphin Slash, there's no way I can recover. But you try to like come down and spike me, you miss, I hit you with the first hit of Gale Force, and then I do it again and I recover, or almost recover. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
But like as long as you use it before touching the ground, as long as you like you can use the second hit of Gale Force before you touch the ground. So like you can up B, up air, up B.
Look at his crit chance.
Oh dear God.
Do I dare?
Yes, of course. He's got to do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Good Lord. Good Lord. She's dead.
She's already dead.
Oh, Lord.
I wish I could remember other skills from Awakening.
In Project M, they had like a custom Lucina in there, and I think a Crom as well. They gave Lucina basically a new moveset to more differentiate her more.
Right.
They gave her Luna.
As a special?
Yeah, it was like I think it was the side B. I think.
That could, yeah,
Or
that could
maybe it was
work.
the up B. I don't know. I have to rewatch that. It's really cool. Like I recommend going on YouTube and searching for like a Project M Lucina like gameplay thing because there's a lot of cool stuff in there with her moveset.
Like, okay, all I'm saying is, I like Robin in Smash, but having pair up exist in this game is dumb.
In Smash?
Yeah. Having pair up beat Robin's Final Smash and Ultimate is dumb. In my opinion. Because, like, Crom's in the game. Why is he also in the Final Smash? And if they didn't want to have Robin's Final Smash be, like, Grima or something, they could have had it be, like, I forget what it's called, like, his skill.
Shoot. What
I'm
is
gonna look
it?
it up. I'm gonna look it up.
Is it Anima?
No, it's something else. The
It's not
Awakening,
Ether. It's not Luna. It's not Soul.
Robin skill. It's a cool name. I just can't remember what it is. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, now you use bolting.
Sorry, my roommate called. What happened? Level up? Is that what I heard?
No.
Oh.
The bolting guy decided to finally use it.
Did he miss?
No, he hit Ike. So I'm not.
Dang.
It's not too worrying, but it did do damage. So I'm scared to put anyone else in his range. Why did he attack Ike of all people though? Literally everyone is in his range. He decided to attack Ike.
To Control F skill. Veteran. The skill is veteran.
That's what it is?
Yes. Rally skills. In Fates, the skills are Tactical Advance and Solidarity.
If Rolf doesn't get this crit, I'll go back to my save state that I just made.
Come on, Rolf. Rolf, he's our man. If he can't,
He can't do it. Rolf.
if he can't, Rolf, he's our man. If he can't do it, well, it wouldn't be the first time now, would it?
Rolf, he's our man. He can't do it.
End of chant.
No, just he can't do it.
Oh, well, I tried.
Please hit. Yes.
Let's
job.
go.
Good job, Reese. All right. He'll be asleep for 5 turns.
That's so much.
Now I am less worried about this. Bink. I wish I could skip through this.
Yeah, right. I wish you could skip to like anything in this game.
So most of these streams take so long. All right. I think now we begin our advance on middle.
Alright, heck yeah. Hey, I think if you play your cards right with this middle section, you might be able to beat this in before turn 12 or on turn 12 and get that bonus XP. Even if you don't, by keeping every priest alive and clearing the chapter, you're going to get a lot.
Oh yeah. Should be fine. I don't have to worry about Axe guy right there.
You can totally beat this in 7 turns or less. I think.
Ooh, I don't know about that.
I think it's feasible at least. Let me double check and see what the bonus XP is.
Arf. One more. Or not.
Ooh. By keeping every priest alive and just by clearing the chapter, you're gonna get 560 bonus XP.
Heck yeah. Oh.
If you manage to do it in less than 12, if you manage to do it in 12 turns, then you'll get 300 more, but 560 is still a lot.
That's a crit.
Let's go. Oh my god.
That was stylish.
Not the Palico.
Stupid cat.
Monster Hunter Rise hype. Oh my god. I know what I was going to talk about on stream today. So, one of my friends is going camping for the next couple days before classes begin on Wednesday. And so she asked my roommate if he could watch her cat for a few days. Now, a little bit of context. This roommate and I, and just all my roommates in general, there has been an ongoing debate on whether there should be an animal in the apartment. Because a couple of them really want pets, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am vehemently against this. Not because I don't like animals. I have 2 dachshunds at my parents' house, where I'm from. But the idea of being responsible for another life while getting a music degree sounds awful.
Right.
You know, I cannot think of anything more stressful. It just seems like not a great idea for this point in our lives, and I don't want to deal with that personally, so I wouldn't do it. So, and then I just don't want to like deal with like if it's someone else's pet, and it's like, oh, cool, a puddle of pee and I'm wearing socks, you know.
Right.
It's just like it just all around seems like a bad idea sandwich. So I'm against it, generally. But she asked my roommate to take care of the cat for 3 days, and he was like, "Hey, it's 3 days before school starts. Are you cool if we have the cat over here for a bit? When I'm home, the cat will roam free around the apartment. When I'm not, it'll stay in my room." And I'm like, "Fine by me," you know, because I don't want to leave the friend high and dry. And it's 3 days. It's before school starts. Not a huge deal. I'm not like gung ho about it, but I'm not opposed to it. So the cat gets brought over this morning. Like I was in the middle of making breakfast, whatever. And so she brings the cat over, and his name is fantastic, by the way. His name is Mr. Winston, which is objectively a good name for a cat. And so here's the thing. When I lived back home and I had dogs that would poop anywhere when they had the opportunity to, I got used to closing my door whenever I wasn't in there. But I haven't been. That was a weird exchange. But I haven't been living with an animal for several years, or for a couple years now. So I've kind of broken that habit. So this morning, I didn't realize the cat was coming over this morning. I left my door open. She sets it down, and it's exploring the opposite side of the apartment to my room. It's exploring, sniffing, doing his cat thing. And then he goes where me and this particular roommate's rooms are, and then he vanishes. And both of our doors are open, and it's like, all right, which one of our rooms did he go into? And so we both check our rooms, and I'm like, I don't see him. And then she says, like, oh, well, he probably went under the bed. So I look under my bed,
Poop.
and this idiot is just chilling under my bed, like behind my suitcases and like by the headboard. And I'm like, come on, dude. I literally want the least to do with you. You seem cool, but I do not want to be responsible for you in any way. Why do you feel inclined to just chill? under my bed.
Right.
And so I'm like, all right, whatever. So my roommate and I are like trying to get it. I'm like, we're out there like, oh, how do we do this? And then we come back, and he has gone from behind the suitcase to on top of the suitcase, just chilling, not a care in the world. And it's like, come on, dude. Um, so then, my roommate manages to get the cat out, and it's like, all right, cool. Now I can finish making my breakfast, and I'm gonna chill because I was out of my room. I was finishing stuff up, like making my coffee, and then Charlie's like, all right, I got him out, and so he starts coming out of my room, and I start walking towards my room. He rounds the corner, sees me, we make eye contact. He gets spooked and turns around, and I'm like, come on. So now it's like, all right, we'll find him, whatever. Like he's somewhere. He's here. He's somewhere around here. And she was like, yeah, like he'll be fine. Just keep doors open and like let him explore, you know. And so it's like, all right, cool. Well, let's find this cat. So my roommate and I are like, we're looking. He's not under the bed. Like he's not in any like normal places. And it's like, how did we lose this cat that's been in this apartment for 5 minutes? Look, and we're both like, look, we can be kind of dumb. This has to be one of the dumbest things we've ever done. We lost a cat that we barely had possession of.
Right.
This is absurd. And so I'm like, come on, Mr. Winston. And so I end up looking, because the way my closet is set up, it's like one of those like sliding mirror closets, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like you can have 2 mirrors that cover the entire thing, or you can put them both to one side and access one side. So I move the mirrors to the opposite side than I normally have them on, and I look behind, like, because that's like I keep my coats, and so I look behind the coats, and at first like I didn't look super deep, and they're like, he's not there. Did it miss?
Yeah.
Dang. Still a lot of experience though. So anyway, I check again like a few minutes later, because I'm like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna sit down and have breakfast, and I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't look completely behind, and I bring back the coats, and I see a white face and beady little eyes just blinking back at me, and I'm like, Mr. Winston.
Hello there.
Buddy. Hi there.
Hi there.
That's really good. So he's just chilling in the closet, and so I'm like, Charles, come get your furry baby that's here for 3 days. And so he comes in, he picks him up, and I'm like, listen, Winston, buddy, I'm your friend. Like, we're cool, but please stay out of here. And he's like blinked back at me, and I'm like, all right, whatever. So that's how we almost lost a cat that was in our apartment for less than 10 minutes. Twice.
That's it.
Yeah, that was my warning, and I thought you'd appreciate it.
Yeah. I couldn't. I'm allergic to cats and dogs. Since I've been allergic to them since I was a kid. It's kind of I still am to an extent, but it was worse as a kid. But I'm kind of fine with them now.
Sure.
I just don't want to have to take care of them. I don't like getting dog hair on me.
Yeah, it's just like I would probably like to have a dog later in life. I just don't want to be responsible for one right now.
Right. Finally.
Oh, there we go. The boy. But I already know, if I get a small dog, I'm naming him Ricky, R-I-K-I, after the Xenoblade character.
Ricky, leave room for Dun Dun.
Because here's the thing for me, right? If you're thinking about a name for a dog, also for a person, but also mostly for a dog, you have to, like, say phrases that you anticipate saying to them with the name, you know? But for me, for a dog's name and a cat's name, like any pet, like an animal's name, right? I think you have to... 'Cause here's the thing. If you have a pet, you're going to talk to it in a dumb voice, you know? So say whatever name you're thinking of in whatever dumb voice you think you're going to use. Right? So, like, Ricky is good because it's like, hey, Ricky, come on, Ricky, let's go outside. Let's go for a walk, Ricky. You know, like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I had the idea earlier of like, what if I get like two pets, or like a pet, whatever, and every time I say his name, I say it like the Smash announcer,
Ricky.
Ricky, or like getting a cat and be like Whiskers, uh, uh, Mr. Fluffy Bottoms, you know, stuff like that. And like if you do it from like when you get them and just always say their name like that, they'll respond to it, and I think that's so funny. Because it could be like, Mittens, Mittens, come here, Mittens, and then he comes over to you.
Mittens. Mittens. Mr. Whiskers.
Mr. Whiskers, just like that's something about that is so funny to me.
Bowser Jr. Question mark. Alright, I have one more sleep left.
Me on Tuesday night before school starts on Wednesday.
Okay, this has to hit Tomonami. Hit 50.
Please. Come on, Reese. Big Reese, the gospel priest.
Yes. Oh. Oh my, look at those stats.
Good lord.
Sleep broke. Ain't that a mood?
Me this semester, dude.
Sleep broke. I hate when that happens. I gotta get my sleeping schedule back in order.
Watch this dodge. Okay.
Oscar keeps
Just
getting
once.
poisoned.
Just once, I would like to be right about something Oscar does. That's embarrassing. That is humiliating.
Again.
Oh, try it. Oh.
That is so funny.
Imagine training as an archer your entire life. Like one of these days, I'm gonna be able to use this bow to bring down an enemy Pegasus Knight, and I'm gonna get rewarded, and I'm gonna get all this acclaim and esteem, and everything's gonna be great for me. And then you shoot a Falcon Knight, and it just dinks off their armor like that. Spare a thought.
Poor guy.
Spare a thought for that poor bastard. Dudes who are down bad. That guy.
That guy.
That was him sending a "you up" text at 3 a.m. only to be left on red at 3:01.
Left on scent.
No, I think left on red at 3:01 is worse.
Pain. Please don't move. Oh, do these warriors have bows too? They do.
This battle music is so sick.
Even after the 100th time.
It's the violin motive. Like the spiraling sound of it. I just want to hear Power Hungry Fool again.
It should be in Radiant Dawn, because Oliver's still alive.
Oh yeah, I guess he is. What if Silly Bands made a comeback?
Where did that come from?
You know, I don't know. Okay, so one of my New Year's resolutions is to try and not be so like basically to, how do I say this? Not be so afraid about starting conversations, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to like try and just bring up more conversations. So to do that, I'm gonna try and just like, not like whatever pops into my head, because a lot of things that pop up into my head are stupid and dumb. But like certain things that pop up in my head was like, there's no harm in saying this. I
Right.
might as well, So things like that. So therefore, random thought that popped into my head: what if Silly Bands made a comeback? Like now, what would they look like? There would definitely be an Among Us Silly Band.
You're right.
Or, were there Minecraft Silly Bands?
I mean, so, no. I mean, when did Silly Bands go out of style?
I remember them like late 2000s, like 2009, 8. At the latest, it would have been 2011. At the absolute latest, I would remember them as 2011. But I think they left with the decade, as so many things do. So there would definitely be like Minecraft silly bands. There would definitely be Among Us silly bands now. Also,
Genshin
Five Nights-
Impact.
That sounds awful. Oh my god, Genshin Impact silly bands? I don't know how I feel about that.
Anime waifu Silly Bands.
Oh my god. I'm trying to think of like stuff that's like big with kids now that would have it. So like definitely, oh my god. Fortnite, Undertale, FNAF.
How's this gonna play out? Alright, Bolting Man's back in action.
Bolting Man.
Bolting Man.
Weller man, take me by the hand, lead me to the land that you want.
I'm not used to seeing these warrior animations, so I thought that was a crit.
I was scared. Like, don't scare me like that.
Right.
Whenever the camera does the thing.
The camera like zooms out like it's a crit. That's so frightening. Oh, so is that. Oh. Okay, can I?
Honestly, I wouldn't worry about those reinforcements. Just try to like blitz for the boss.
Right. Well, Pegasus Knights can't push, can't shove. Can't kill him in one turn. Alright, this is so weird. It's only a 3 by... It's only like a 3 block wide path. And there's a lot of priests, and I... Getting claustrophobic!
Okay, you know what would actually be sick though? Like unironically, going back to the silly bands thing. Silly bands of every like Smash series logo.
Oh yeah. Metal Gear Solid. It's just a exclamation point.
Yeah, some of them you would have to change a little bit, because like it has to be like one continuous pattern. You know, like it's like an outline. I had a Michael Jackson silly band, actually. Fun fact. It was like the pose for like the "This Is It" movie thing. It was like the legs are crossed and the hands are like up and out.
What's 9 times 4?
36.
6.
'Cause it's 18 times 2.
These warriors are scaring me.
What's a meme that you want to make a comeback?
Ooh. Um. I don't know. And I just like the meme cycle, Memes starts, it gets popular and then dies off. I feel like that's natural. I like natural things. I'm an all natural kind of guy.
All right. If you could have a meme resurrection, it's not back to stay forever, but it's relevant and funny again for another 2 months, 3 months.
The the music make you lose control with like the triangle dude. Music
That one
make
was
you
so
lose
dumb,
control.
I that's one that's so dumb, but it made me laugh every single time, so I couldn't hate it. Wait. What does that say?
What?
Is that feral one? Good lord.
I gotta block this doorway because Rolf is in here. He's gonna get murked by everyone. Oh lord. Time to wall up.
Time to drag in up.
Can Rolf? What can these mages do against Rolf? 8. Oh, well heal. Okay, he's not even fully health. At full health.
Does he have a vulnerary?
No, that thief took it.
Well,
He'll be in range. I'll come back to you. Okay. Oh, this is gonna suck, man. Okay. I'll save state right here. I'll make a secondary one.
yeah. I think I would want the deja vu memes to come back. Those were good.
Deja vu. Wait, who did me shoot at him?
I'm thinking of this TikTok that I saw. Have you seen the guy on TikTok that does the Jerry Seinfeld impression?
No.
he, he, he It's so funny. I'll need to send it to you. It's like, here's Jerry Seinfeld if he was getting murdered by Jay Leno.
Oh.
And he was like, Jay, stop, what are you doing? You're killing me. Ah. I can't do a good Jerry Seinfeld, but then he did one on January like 6th or 7th, where it was like, he's like, this is
You could?
It's like, this is Jerry Seinfeld when if he found out that Kramer helped raid the Capitol.
Oh my god.
You know what, I'm just gonna pull it up. And we'll be sure to say the handle so as to give credit, because this man is incredible. Let's see.
It's these two guys.
Okay, the TikToker that does this is John Mayer Lover 3000. Let me see. Oh my god, he has so many videos.
Got bolting.
Heck yeah. How many uses?
I think it's normally 5, and I think he only used it twice, so there's 3 more left. If my math is correct.
Okay, so this is the one of Jerry Seinfeld getting killed by Jay Leno.
If he was being murdered by Jay Leno. Jay, what are you doing? Stop! Stop!
That is so good!
Oh, Jesus!
That is so good! What the heck?
It's ridiculous. But I love it.
Okay, this is Jerry.
Alright, here's the other one.
Okay, this is Jerry Seinfeld after he finds out that Kramer helped storm the Capitol. Kramer, you stormed the Capitol? That's against the law!
That is so good!
Are you crazy? What are you doing? Okay, this is Jerry Seinfeld.
Why is that so good?
He's so good and he's so funny. Again, that's John Mayer Lover 3000. Please follow him. He's very funny. What are you doing? Also, if you have a TikTok and are in the following mood, well, I have an account. I have an account that you may like if you like these streams. You should follow at EK Feldman 2018 because that's your boy.
Eric, it's time.
Oh, she's promoted.
Yeah. She got that crit. I was expecting her to just not kill him and then I'll have Ilyana kill that guy. But now she crit.
How fitting that her last attack before promoting is a crit.
Look at my girl. Look at my girl.
Let's go. Alberdeer.
You love to see it.
She's pretty unlucky.
Beautiful.
Click on her thing real quick. I want to see if there's anything new. Can she use any new weapons or
No, just still Lance.
anything crazy?
Nope.
You know, I forget every single time we play this game that biorhythm is an actual mechanic that exists.
And that's surprising that she got a crit because her biorhythm is down.
Bro,
What
let
the
me ask you a
heck?
question. Who cares? Who actually cares about biorhythm?
Valid question.
What purpose does it serve? Why does it exist?
Okay. Oh my God.
Is Mordecai asleep?
No, poisoned.
Oh. That's what poison looks like?
All the conditions look the same. Like the sleep thing from last chapter also looked like that. It's like that cloud thing.
Bruh.
That just means
Come on, man.
they have status effect on them.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot! I shouldn't have done that.
What'd you do?
I just made a wall of enemies, so I have to. He was Tominami was right here, so I smited him, but now I just made a wall. I can't progress past them. I have to just keep shoving them now. Whoops.
It happens.
Hopefully I didn't just screw myself with that.
Alright, come on, Ike. Watch this.
Huh.
That's okay.
Oh, he is so dead. I'm not Ike, the mage. He's so dead.
No, yeah, no, I know what you mean. Watch this dodge.
Ether.
Ike, you're making me look bad. Jesus.
Oh my god. You don't have to do that to him. You don't have to kill him like that, bro.
What is the activation rate of Ether? I'm gonna look it up.
I don't
I'm gonna
know,
look it up.
actually.
I'm gonna look it up. Fire Emblem Wiki.
And it heals him too!
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Because it has soul.
What? Oh my god.
Because Ether is just soul and Luna.
Right.
A search. Ether. Path of Radiance.
Okay, do it one more time, Mike. Same thing.
Oh my god. Enough!
Rolf's just chilling behind him like, bro, you killed them all.
Ether skill for Spirit Path of Radiance. This skill can be taught immediately after his promotion. He has to use an occult scroll. You get up to 20 skill points. Okay, in Path of Radiance, the skill, the activation is skill percent. What is Ike's skill? When you get a chance.
22.
Good lord.
So it's a 22% chance to activate?
Yeah, that's a little over 1/5. Good lord. This game is just very good.
This is a very good game. Oh,
Except for like minor quality of life things. Oh, that's so funny.
I want to get to that mage.
Yikes.
Well, that's a death. Assuming she hits both of them.
I think she will. I am often wrong.
Nope.
Bruh. Jeez.
That's great and all, but it's not Marcia I'm worried about. It's everyone else.
Yeah.
Just gotta make a wall of resistance people. If I put Reese where Mordecai is, can Ileana can't shove Reese. What did magic do to Mordecai? 13?
If it hits.
Right, that should be fine. That's Elwind. What is this? El Thunder. Is there much of a difference? I don't think there is. Okay. So... move Mia back. She's already at full health, okay. Get him out of the way so I can free Oscar.
Yo, free my man Oscar.
Free Oscar 2020. So all that's in this guy's range is Marcia, Mordecai, and Zahark. Rather not have that, so I'll put... I guess Nephi's fine with this.
Free Oscar 2021, dude.
Right. It's gonna take some time to adjust.
No, yeah, I get it.
Iron Sword Gang.
God, Ike is just destructive.
I am destruction.
Good lord.
He just swings his blade and death happens.
Jeez.
Okie dokie.
I believe in you. I think you can beat this on the next turn.
I think I can too. I have a plan to ensure that I can. But that risks putting Mordecai in range of both of these magic dudes and Schaefer.
Excuse me.
Her spear level went up earlier in this battle. So she's rank C.
Which means she can use killer weapons. I think.
Yeah, she can. Yeah. I was hoping she'd be able to use spear, but that's rank B, not C. I don't have any javelins except for Marcia, who's already acted this turn.
Who are you trying to throw a javelin at?
I'm gonna see if I can have Nephany throw a javelin at one of these mages, or this mage specifically. What I'm thinking of doing is having Mordecai smite this priest right here from right here, and smite him 2 spaces this way, and then have have this path opened up. I'll just hold the ground for now.
Want to save state real quick?
I already did.
Oh, you did? Cool. All right.
Oh, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Who was that?
Huh?
Who was that? Was that just a random sage?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of the enemies. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Actually, that's a good point. If there was like a, if it was a priest, there would have been like some dialogue, most likely. Like some, no, don't hurt me, or I'm sorry I have to do this.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Oh, it was.
You have a save state though, right?
Yeah.
Count the priests. Oh, okay.
This guy. This is the guy
Yeah.
that just attacked Marcia.
Oh my god.
Okay, this should be fine though. Because. Okay. Sorry, Oscar. Okay. I just won't attack that mage in that corner right there.
Yeah. And that way, even if he attacks you from a space away, you won't be able to counterattack.
Right. Yeah. Mordecai's fine
We
there.
should have known. We should have known from the 20 HP.
Right. So as long as I don't have any ranged weapons, should be fine. Okay.
Oh, we're so close.
Just play this the same. Miss. Oh. Okay.
Watch this ether, though. Watch this ether, though. Okay, maybe not. The one time he doesn't do it.
Right. All right, Mordecai. You good? Right? Yeah. Oscar. Chill.
Okay, I hope this works. We had 27 HP.
We're good. We're still good. That other mage in the other left, the top left corner, can't reach anyone.
Sick.
Okay.
Okay.
I want... Mordecai's going to be essential to killing this guy. But, like, all of these priests are just in the way. And I can't get a clean shot at hitting him. They're just all in the way. And this is bad. I don't think he's going to move, though.
Yeah.
What can you guys do against the Hark? 9, 35% chance. Okay, I'm not too worried about putting Zahark.
Yeah, he should be fine.
Mordecai can kill this guy in one hit. No damage taken.
Sick.
I want Reese to heal him. I'm making a safe state. Okay. Okay, Reese, heal Mordecai. Alright. Cool. Mordecai is going to kill this guy up there. Zahark will kill this mage. No javelins or spears equipped, so I'm going to have Oscar not have that equipped.
Yeah.
Nephi doesn't have any ranged weapons. The mages, so Reese and Ileana won't be able to kill these guys because they all have magic and res.
They all have res.
And Ileana can't kill them either. That's 10. That's 8.
Well, really, it's 5 and 8 because Elthunder only has 1 use left.
True. Okay, let's enact this plan. Kill you.
And to put into action.
I'll kill you. Please die faster. Oh, that's death. I mean, they can't do anything to Nephany. She's good.
Yeah, I agree.
If I could get Ike, up here, up to the top, he'll be able to cleanly take care of the boss.
Oh, if only you had rescue.
Can Rolf push Ike?
Like rescue staff, not just the skill rescue.
Right. Rolf can't push Ike. He'll wake up in one turn.
It's all the more reason to try and end this now.
And Marcia can't push anyone. That's stupid. What will they do against Oscar? 12. 61% chance. Zahark's safe. I don't think Ileana can even shove anyone. Nope.
She can attack the boss, though. What can she do to the boss, I wonder?
That's good, but she'll be in a bad spot.
Yeah, because that killer arrow.
can they do against Mia? 9. Nothing major. Putting Marcia over here.
Oh, he's awake.
Oh, he's attacking Reese. Reese, don't kill him. Reese, don't kill him.
I don't think he will. Double.
Is that a crit?
No.
Oh my.
Don't scare me like that, buddy.
I have to end this.
This has to end now.
Don't kill him, Ileana. I don't think you can,
Liliana,
but...
please. Liliana, please. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This chapter is so unnecessarily stressful. Ooh, please be... Okay, don't... Okay, good.
Everyone shut up. Okay, thank you. Yikes.
Whew.
51 minus 13 is 40... No.
38, I think.
38. Yes.
Yes, 38.
Okay. Let's make another save state. This time on a different slot. Let's experiment.
Oh boy.
2,
Jesus.
4, 6. 2, 4. Only 4. Okay. That's good.
22.
He can't range a counterattack because he has the axe equipped.
Not right now, yeah. So it might be good to start with ranged attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, 14's good. That'll be 37.
37.
37 minus 22 be 15. And surely that'll do 15. Something she has should do 15.
Zahark.
Ooh, what about Stadia Buster? Ah,
But look at that crit chance.
good point. You bring up an excellent point.
But alternatively, so does he. Schaefer has it.
But also look at his hit rate.
Right. Start with the magic.
Yeah.
But oh my god. Imagine the experience for Ileana.
Big facts.
does Shine do? 19? Okay.
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu.
Hey, Robes, if I get so much as scratched, you better get to healing. Oh, that's clever. Oh, no, he's not
Reese!
talking to him. Bruh.
That never happened.
So you try maybe Ileana first.
Maybe I'm gonna start with Mr. Crit over here. Yeah.
Hey, Robes. Blah, 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 blah.
Ayo!
All right.
23.
Now, okay. Now see if Reese can hit, and then maybe Ileana can kill.
Let me smote this guy.
Smite.
Smitty. 19.
Come on, Reese.
Reese, please.
You can do it, buddy.
Oh
All
my
right.
God. Oh my
And then
God.
Ileana. It's all Ileana.
Close range, should I do it for the meme?
Yeah, yes, of course.
Oh! Wait.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, no. It's still fine. 91%.
Oh my God, we did it!
Should have brought more priests. Or some babies. Dang.
Oh my God, Schaefer. Total
Dang.
Brigand. Ileana!
Yeah, Ileana.
Beautiful.
And we're about to get not just a busted staff, but an absurd amount of HP. Or bonus XP.
That was turn 12, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was turn 13.
Oh, okay. Oh well.
But still, just from keeping the priest alive.
Thank you for saving me. Thank you very much. I never imagined that we would be rescued by soldiers of an enemy nation. There was no way we'd cut down innocent priests being forced to fight against their wills.
Except for that one time, but you know what? Don't worry about it.
Yeah, no, don't worry about
But
it.
you started it.
Father, we bear no ill will toward the kingdom of Dane itself. We wish only to reclaim the homeland which was unjustly taken from us. That is the reason we fight. We had no desire to invade this land. If nothing else, please believe that. I beg your pardon. May I have the favor of your name? Elencia Riddell Crimea. I'm the sole survivor of the Crimean royal family. Oh, you. Let us give thanks that you are alive and well. And please, I beg your understanding as well. There are many Danes who do not support the king's actions. I understand. My young general, this is for you. Huh? As thanks for saving our lives. Let's go!
Let's go! 3 free level ups for Reese.
Oh, feels good. Now, time to search this place. My Lord Ike, may I join you? Sure, why not? Everyone's lending it.
Ike, where are you?
Mist, I'm over here.
I bet it's the medallion. Oh,
Oh.
never mind. Ike, this way, quickly, Raisin's in trouble.
What? Nani? Raisin, what is it?
It's been like this from the moment he set foot in this room. He's just staring at the walls. Oh.
What is all this? Every wall has the same pattern on it.
It's not a pattern. It's an ancient language. All chants and spells and magic scrolls are written thusly.
Can you read it, Soren?
Some, but not all. Spells are simple, whereas this is a complex narrative. I think Prince Raisin could read it.
I bet this is the same language that Leanne was speaking.
Ah,
Animal Crossing.
it is. It's the Serenus language. Their chants are all in this language, too.
So Raisin is reading what's written on the walls?
It appears that way.
I wonder what happens if he's dead.
Racing?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's like the, I gotta retreat for now. I'll just stay in the barracks for the rest of the game.
Could be.
Like I think if Lissa dies, in Awakening, she doesn't die, but she'll just like you won't be able to use her anymore. She'll just be like behind for the rest of the game.
Oh, interesting.
Because she has story dialogue.
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Same thing with Frederick, I think. Shall we leave him be? Shall we leave him be? There's a lot of writing here. This could take hours. I think that's a good idea.
Wow. Ike.
What is it?
From what I could gather, I think a person was locked in this room at some time in the past.
I was getting that vibe. It was like a prisoner writing on the walls and stuff.
Yeah,
That's
like
the vibe I was
counting
getting.
down the days or something.
You don't know who it was, do you?
I wasn't able to read enough of the writing, but I found this under the bed.
Is this?
I think it may have belonged to whoever was imprisoned in this room. Give me 1 second.
Yeah. I wonder what happens. I wonder what's gonna happen between now and the end of the game, because there's like what 6 more chapters, 7 more chapters.
The last chapter is 28, then the epilogue. So it's like 6 more chapters.
Dang.
I apologize. I took up much of your time.
Raisin, you don't look so good. Why don't you rest for a bit?
No, I'm fine. It's more important that we talk.
About the owner of this feather?
Is it in that room?
Soren found it. Whose was it?
Lilia, my older sister. Her, the writing on the walls is hers.
You have an older sister too? Will you tell us about it?
She was kidnapped 20 years ago, on the night of the Serenus massacre. I thought that Lilia had been murdered along with my other brothers and sisters. I believed that until today.
Who took her?
The walls only say that he was the walls only say he was a large human. She probably never knew who it was. He thrust a clan treasure at her and demanded that she use her magic to revive the thing sealed inside it. He extorted her again. He exhorted her again and again, but to no avail. Lilia refused his request every time because she did not possess that power.
Someone wanted to revive the Dark God.
Shortly after she was brought here, Lilia fell ill and collapsed. I'm not surprised. It was a terrible time. She was imprisoned in that tiny room with no view of earth or sky. Oh, that's off. Sniff. Sniff.
Off. Missed.
I'm sorry, I just feel so sad for Lilia. And for Racing, too. I beg your pardon. Let me continue. A young Beork began coming to the room to care for Lilia. Had bluish hair and blue eyes. I bet it was... Wait, no, never mind. He didn't have blue hair. And in that time, and her heart was unusually pure for a Beork. In time, Lilia and she came to be friends. They showed a mutual trust. It was Ike's mother. It was Ike's mother. Lily decided to entrust her hopes to the woman. They shared no common language, so it took some time. But eventually the Beork woman understood what it was Lilia wanted, which was to take the treasure and the song and flee this temple. But brother!
Was there anything else written about this Beork woman? A name, perhaps?
Blah, 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 blah. Translated to our language, it was probably Elena. I knew it! Mother! It was our mother! What?
Are you sure? Our mother's name was Elena. Like me.
I don't know what came over me.
What?
I started reading Ike's line and I don't know what came over me. I just got excited.
Our mother's name was Elena. Like me, her hair was blue, and her eyes, and as were her eyes. How? Put a pin on this real quick. Blue hair? Obviously Ike has blue hair. We see that, but like, is blue hair? Is green hair? Is that normal?
Bro, it's an anime game. There are people with wings on their backs. It's fine.
Right. But even in anime, like, the hair color is only used as to make them distinct.
Not always.
Not always, but in some cases, it's like people with like obviously like pink hair. They'll say, "Oh, she has such beautiful brown hair," because like the color we see is only used to like distinguish them.
Sometimes, not always.
Right. I'm not used to them calling out the hair colors, you know?
I suppose.
Like red hair, yeah, blonde hair, yeah, but like calling an anime character out for their blue hair, I'm not used to that. That's really weird. Anyways, Rayson, the object you refer to as your clan treasure was an aged bronze medallion, wasn't it?
Oh, how did you know that?
Because I'm the protagonist. The medallion became my mother's keepsake. The song, too. My parents both gave their lives to protect it.
Ike, you and Mist are Elena's children? Then Laren's medallion is here?
How did Grayson not know about this?
I don't know. I guess I've never. Well, because she'd only shown the medallion to Ike, Titania, Soren, and Nasir.
Right.
Because what's his name? Grail was like, "Don't show this to anyone."
Right. And I was just thinking that like the entire party knew about Nasir's betrayal.
I'm sure they knew that he was the traitor, but if they didn't know about the medallion, why would they need to know about him stealing it?
Right. And I guess the betrayal goes beyond just taking the medallion. It was also turning them into... Okay.
Well, like, exchanging secrets.
Yeah. The medallion was stolen, probably by Dane.
He's protecting him. Interesting. Yeah. It can't. This is unbelievable. Can a thing like this be chance?
To be honest, I don't fully understand all that's happened, but it all makes sense. It all comes together.
Ah.
Mist. That's the song that... But the melody's a little different, isn't it? It's similar to the song Rayson and Leanne sang in the forest. My mother used to sing it as a lullaby.
It's the song of our release. The one Lily entrusted to Elena. But I wore the medallion and sang that song almost every single night, and nothing ever happened. The magical effect of the song is awakened by the power of the singer. It can't be unleashed by just anyone.
The background music changed to that song that she was singing.
Yeah, I noticed. That's sick. The true song of release can only be sung by a girl named Altina.
I know who that is.
Lilia wanted your mother to take the melody to Altina and return the medallion to its rightful place in Serenus Forest. Whoa.
The story's becoming clearer and clearer. My father fled Dane to protect my mother, who was carrying the amulet. Amulet, medallion, make up your mind. Ike, how did you know... Volk told me. He told me about my father's past, and the amulet, and the Dark God, too. So you knew everything.
King Ashnar took Lilia, didn't he?
That would be the final piece of the puzzle. After all, the man who found my father was the king's henchman. Ike, are you saying you know who killed Commander Grail? You never said anything about that. We all thought his murderer was unknown. Why didn't you say anything? I don't know. I never felt like talking about it. He was a Dane soldier, wasn't he? Who was it? Who was the man who killed Commander Grail? Ike, tell me!
Can we discuss this later?
Oh, yes. Yes, of course.
Up to this point, we've all been fighting for the liberation of Crimea. Even if we now add to that, stopping the Dark God from being released and punishing Commander Grail's killer. Our enemy remains unchanged. King Dane and his henchmen are the ones we must defeat.
It's mysterious, isn't it? I mean, Rayson said the same thing earlier, but could all of this really be mere coincidence? The fall of Crimea, Ike's parents, the death of Rayson's sister, the fact that everything leads back to Dane.
If true, this changes the meaning behind the war. The treatment of Lily is one thing, but the assassination of the former apostle, the framing and destruction of my nation? If it was all part of Dane's plan to steal the medallion and the song, then the reason I fight.
Dang, heated to Tanya. I'm not used to that. I kind of like it.
Oh, heated to Tanya.
We never really see that kind of side to her.
No.
If this is the decision you've reached, we'll respectfully comply. If we can march quickly and know that someone's protecting our backs, it would be a huge relief. As you wish. May the fortunes of war be with the Crimean army. If you have need of soldiers, send word. We'll move out at top speed. I'll be counting on you. The information gathered at Palmani Temple leads Ike ever closer to the hidden truths behind the war. The assassination of Benyon's former apostle led to the massacre of Serenus. A Serenus princess was kidnapped. The medallion is stolen. A complex skein seemed to connect these events, and now those threads have become clearer and cleaner. Ashnard's motives are still a mystery, but his silhouette lurks in the shadows of all that happens. Ike returns from the temple and renounces all rights to the rule of Dane. Those rights are then passed through General Zelgius of Benyon to the apostle herself. The Crimean army absorbs another troop from Benyon, and with it increased marches. With its might increased marches on the Dane-Crimean border. God. Its next goal is the Riven Bridge, a massive structure that connects the two countries. Goodness.
Oh boy. It's the Fire Emblem.
Chapter 23. The Great Bridge. Of Murden?
Of Murden?
Nice.
God.
My Lord Ike, may I have a moment? Of course. What is it? The soldiers say that tomorrow we'll be able to see the Great Bridge. Once we cross it, we'll be in Crimea. That's what I've been told. It feels like I've been away for many years. Crimea is the land where I was born and raised. To feel so removed from it. I feel now, at this late juncture, that I know almost nothing of my own country. It is an unreal experience. I know what you mean. I don't have the sense that we're on the brink of being back in Crimea either. I don't even remember this area at all. Maybe it's because I was born in Gallia and raised on the countryside.
Arm boy Ike.
But countries are joined together like this all over the continent. I'm really in awe of it. Of it all. So am I. For one who knew nothing of life outside the royal villa, everything is so very big. Big? Yeah, I guess you're right. When we left Crimea, it was spring. The snows were melting and the days were getting longer and the weather was mild. It's been almost a year since we departed. Huh. Only a year, but the distance we've
Thank you for that exposition.
Only a year, but the distance we've traveled to get here has been long and hard. It feels like many years have passed us by. Yet this is the land where I was born and raised. My dear sweet Crimea, how is it that you feel so far away? For me too. Crimea is my homeland. We're almost there. Let's go home. It is as you say, my Lord Ike. Let's go home. Who is this?
Ooh, what a romantic setting. Makes it hard to make an appearance. I guess I could just leave you two.
Okay, it's either Gatry, Shinon, or Boyd.
Oh, I bet it's Boyd.
Huh? I know that voice. Randall!
Oh, it's... Hey there, Ike. Looks like we stayed alive long enough to be reunited. Aren't we lucky ones?
Randolph! My Lord Randolph! How nice to see you again.
My Princess Alincia, welcome home. I'd curtsy, but the tail makes it look silly.
What are you so darn chipper about?
Once I heard the news that the Crimean army had taken the Dane capital, I ran all this way to greet you.
How go things in Gallia? You're not engaged in open hostilities with Dane, are you?
Not yet.
What's that supposed to mean?
In light of your army's success, the elders have finally agreed on something. Gallia will lend its full support to Princess Crimea's efforts to liberate her homeland. It's a done deal.
Really? So, is the Gallian army going to...
We're going to establish communications with them and create a united front. That being said, Gallia is here to support you. The Crimean army will always be at the center of that effort. Don't forget that.
Heck yeah. King Gallia is being most gracious. That posture will allow Crimea to lay claim to any victories we achieve.
Don't say things like that. I'm shocked that you would understand such subtleties. Who are you and what have you done with Ike?
I don't believe you have the right to speak to me like that. Kidding. Actually, Soren just lectured me on the same situation when we received reinforcements from Benyon.
Of course. You were tutored by your nervous little staff officer. Now I get it. Has he snapped yet? He seems pretty high-strung. Actually, yes he has.
King Anias is always thinking of Crimea, isn't he? How can I ever repay him?
Princess, let's win your country back. When that's done, please rebuild the bonds of friendship between our nations. That would be the ultimate way to say thank you, wouldn't it?
Yes, of course. Is Randolph with us?
Oh, he's gotta be. Ike, blah blah blah, last battle.
Look at that XP.
MVP, Ike, oh, of course.
Look at that XP.
Wait. 830, wow. That's more than I thought it would be.
Dang.
That's so much.
Supports, what do we got? Ileana and Mordecai? Hello, Mordecai. Wow, are you carrying all those crates by yourself? That's incredible. Count on me for a strong back and a pair of paws. These are the last ones. How can you carry all those at once? I could never do that. Eat big meals and get meat on your bones. Then you can lift crates like me. I would love to eat big meals, but I can't because, well, I have no money. Isn't that a mood? Ileana's just one big mood. That's why I faint all the time. Well, I don't know about that.
Maybe a little less so.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you go hungry because you don't have enough money for food. That shames us all. It will end now. Take my gold. Go, feast. Eat as much as you want. Become fat and happy, little Bayork.
The Chad Mordecai. I freaking love Mordecai.
This man. Really? Are you sure? Yes. Anything? Anything at all? I would not lie to a hungry Bayork. Thank you, Mordecai. I don't know what to say. You're like an angel. Me? No. Stop. You embarrass me.
There's something so funny about the idea of Mordecai saying, like, taking a compliment and just saying nice things in a super aggressive way.
No, stop it. You embarrass me.
Stop now.
Oh, Soren 3-star. Soren, are you in there? You here?
Yes, I bet it's probably Ike.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Ike, it's late. What do you want?
Shh.
Ike?
Oh, no. Wait.
Oh no, how strange. I was sure he'd come this way. You, I bet it's Ranulph. Never mind. That voice, it's the woman from the item shop, isn't it?
Oh, her. Commander Ike, where have you gone, handsome? Oh, he's hiding from her.
Oh, that's funny.
Crud.
Did you run in here to escape?
Look, whenever that weapon corners me, it takes forever to get away. Let me hide in here until things simmer down.
We begin marching tomorrow morning. This is a waste of valuable time. I'll go and chase her away.
Wait, Soren! Ike! Ikey Poo, where are you?
Amy?
Oh, Soren. Ew. I mean, hi. Why are you out so late? Hello? 911? I just witnessed a murder.
Oh my god. You have
Jesus.
some business with Ike?
Well, yes, I do. I found a special something that I'd like to give to him. Do you know where he is?
Ike is in a war meeting. If you have something for him, I can hold on to it for you.
What should I do? You see, I have this new staff. The staff is very valuable. I'm not sure if I feel comfortable simply handing it over to someone who doesn't understand that. You think Ike does? Hammered.
It's a hammering. Hammern, is it not? Oh, that's so good. A rare staff that can take any item no matter how battered and worn and repair it completely.
Why, that's right. You're quite knowledgeable, aren't you?
If I may continue, I believe there is only one of these in all the world. It is truly priceless. And you want to give this to Ike?
Well, I do want to be helpful.
If you truly wish to capture Ike's attention, bringing him staves and whatnot will avail you nothing.
What? Really? Oh dear. I was so hoping he would like it.
Food, however, would be much more effective than a staff. He's particularly fond of spicy meat dishes.
Is that so? Cooking is not something that I'm skilled at, but... Oh, I've got it. I know the perfect dish.
Ah, good. You'll be very pleased. What about the staff?
You can keep it as payment for the cooking tip. Take care of it.
Oh, she's unexpectedly generous. I received something quite nice from your admirer, Ikey Poo. Thank you so much.
Hey, wait a minute. Hammer.
Oh, that's so sick.
Hammered. That's good. Understood. Proceed as ordered.
Sir, yes, sir.
What's next? Huh? Who's there?
Sir, yes, sir. Hey, it's General Ike the Great. I heard all about it, you know. Those guys went and made you a noble.
Shinon?
Good for you. Okay, he's drunk. Cool.
Oh.
You're in love with the pretty little princess. You're fighting side by side with your subhuman pals. Yes, you're moving up. Ooh, look at you. It's big, Mr. Ike. Lead the good life.
I think I like drunk Shinon better than normal Shinon.
Yeah, except he still says slurs.
Yeah. They're not subhumans. They're the goos.
Yeah, whatever. Here's the deal. Now that you're a high-class noble, you can't be running around with a bunch of broke mercenaries.
He's gonna say we should give him leadership of the group.
All the other nobles, nice. They're gonna laugh at you. So, give it up. I'll do you a favor and take over.
I don't think so. I'm going to continue as commander of the Grill Mercenaries.
Screw you. You always get everything. Don't you ever want to give up anything? No, not big, important Mr. Ike. You've always been like this. You act like you're not interested in something, and then you swoop in and steal it away.
Hey, Shinon?
What?
What? And watch how you say my name, boy. Boy, 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 widow boy Ike, widow Ikey Wikey.
Shinon, what's wrong with you? Are you feeling alright?
What do you care, snotty whelp? It's none of your business. And another thing about the command of the company. If you refuse to give it up, at least change the name. You're not Commander Grail just because you're his son. That doesn't give you the right to use his name.
Shinon, are you sure you're alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'll be fine. 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 Ugh, I don't feel so good.
It was never about the commandership. It was about my father.
That's kind of sad.
Shinon's going through it.
Dang. I'll be right back. I'll be back in a moment.
Alright. I have 800? I could straight up promote Ileana. I could promote Mia. Nephene's finally Halberdier. Let's go ahead and get Oscar up to 19. Marcy promoted. Get Kieran up to 19. Is that the same stats as Oscar? That's funny. Rolf. Homeboy Gatry. You know what? Yeah. Alright. Okay. I'm tempted to... Here, I'll level Ileana up, round her out. And then she will promote in the next battle. And so will Mia. Oh, that was a terrible stat boost. And so will Rolf. Oh, all this experience is so nice. I'm so glad we were able to get through that last chapter without killing any of those. That was a terrible stat. Oh my gosh.
Alright, I'm back.
Yo, I've just been giving... So I...
that abysmal level up.
Yeah, this is just two stats. I rounded out Mia, got her to 20. I rounded out Oscar, got her to 19. I rounded out Ileana, got her to 20. Kieran to 19. Rolf to 20.
Sick. What about Gatry and Braum?
I leveled up Gatry to 16. Braum is still 14. I feel bad for Braum. He's still behind.
Braum, dude.
I have 100 and some change left. 182. So I could...
Mr. Winston is in my roommate's room making sure he can be heard.
Hi there. Hi there.
Let me hide in your room again. No, please don't.
I could use this 100 experience and promote Ileana or Mia.
Where's Soren at?
Where's Soren at? 19? I can put him at 20.
Yeah.
Also, Oscar. Also, Kieran. Tormod. I just use it on Tormod, though. I haven't even used it on Soren yet. I'll use it on Soren. Put him at 20.
Yeah, he's been out of commission for a minute.
Yeah, and I just rounded off Oscar and Kieran already, so.
I'm gonna look ahead to the next chapter, see what we got.
Okay.
Let's see, the Great Bridge of Murden.
So, Rolf's gonna promote next chapter. Mia's gonna promote next chapter, and so is Ileana.
Yo! The recruitable characters you get are sick.
Cool.
You're gonna want to bring Jill for the next chapter.
Got it. I'll dump these into Gatry, I guess.
And I also think you may want to bring some flyers to this, like at least one more aside from Jill, because this map is the only map in this chapter that has pits.
Okay.
Enemy reinforcements. 3 swords, 2 swords, and a paladin. Then a bunch of wyvern riders, and a couple other wyvern lords. It looks like there's going to be ballista. And you'll also get ally reinforcements.
Ooh, I like that.
It looks like it's going to be about the same length. Droppable items, you'll get a longbow, a blizzard, a killer bow, a heavy spear, and a flame lance dropped by the boss. I won't say who it is yet.
Okay. I'm gonna forge a lance because the yeet arrow is almost out of commission. A silver lance is rank A.
I don't think we have anyone with rank A lance.
Titania? Question mark. Tornado. Oh no, Titania can't use rank A lances.
Friggin' Tornado, dude.
Wait, who's that? Oh, Boyd.
Bro, remember Devdan?
Yeah.
We haven't used Devdan
Or,
like at all.
or Khalil. I've used Devdan once.
Oh, I guess he's already promoted, so we don't really need to do a lot with him.
Right. I used him in the chapter. I used him in the Oliver chapter when it was like those 4 sub missions, those sub maps. It was split into 4 maps. That's when I used Devdan. I haven't used Khalil ever.
Oh,
Mac
yeah,
Love.
yeah. Yeah. Poor Mac Love, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna forge a lance. Steel lance. No, I already have steel lance. I'll just go with another axe.
Do you want to do the silver axe for Titania for real this time?
Kinda.
Your call, man.
Yeah. 'Cause it's rank A, and Kieran's almost up there. Where is he? I mean, he's at B, but he's been at B for a while.
Yeah.
Where the heck is Kieran? No, there he is.
There he is.
Yeah, he's at B. Whoops.
I wish there was a meter like in other games.
Yeah. Okay. Axe, Silva.
Jesus.
I can afford it. I can afford it.
Oh,
I can afford it.
and it doesn't break the bank. Okay.
Okay.
What's the name though? Silva Gunner.
Silva Gunner.
Gilva Sunner.
Oh, what the? This is so dumb. Okay.
Okay. The Silver
What are we
Axe.
naming this? Titania.
Or Titania.
Titan's Foot.
I was thinking like Titanic.
What's the lady's name from Titanic? Rose?
Rose? I think.
The gold crocus. Gilded crocus.
Where did that come from?
Because crocus is a flower.
Oh, I'm cool with that.
Ooh. Since it looks fancy, the axe itself looks pretty fancy. Let's go with like a French name.
Let's see. Let me bust out my. I could bust out my French diction textbook, flip to a random page, and give you a word.
How about la fleur?
Fleur. I believe it would actually be. It's actually Floer. I believe.
Oh, you are? No, that's flower.
And I think it's actually instead of la, it's le, like le. I'll tell you for sure in a second how to spell it. It's Fleur. That.
EU.
I was thinking OE because that's how the IPA looks, the International Phonetic Alphabet looks. And I think it's LE, but let me double check.
What does it mean?
Flower.
The flower?
It is La Fleur, my bad.
Is the flower?
Yeah.
So I was right?
Yeah.
I just guessed.
It's L, and then it's actually LA for the article before. You were right, I was wrong.
Oh. Well, that's a cool white. Make it pink?
You could. That's a very bright pink, though.
It is.
Nothing wrong with it. It's just very bright.
Could make armads from a Fire and Blazing Blade, the axe, Hector's axe.
Oh, sick.
I'll go with the pink though. La Fleur. Oh, well, okay.
La Fleur.
It's kind of a cool axe. It's a very neat axe. La Fleur, the big Boyd. La Fleur. The flu. Yeah, you can't forge more than once.
À vous l'on se croyait fidèle et cruel, mais hélas, les plus
we
longs
got-
amours sont courts.
We got Spirit Dust. That increases magic.
Magic, I believe.
So
Sorin.
23,
23.
16. $18,
18. But both of them are also one level away from promoting.
13. Those are the only magic people that I have. As I said, those are the only magic people that I have.
And completely going over me.
Yeah, as I said.
and Khalil.
as I said. Reese.
That's it.
Reese, Ileana, Soren, and Tormod. Those are the only ones. I guess Tormod. He was the lowest.
I love all my Path of Radiance mages. You got Tormod and Soren and Ilyana and looks at smudged writing on hand. Allie?
Miss. Yeah. Miss. I guess Tormod. And these two are about to promote. Ileana, she's gonna get a big buff.
And Soren is about to promote as well.
We'll see how they stand once they promote. Yeah, I'll go ahead. And
I'm pretty sure they stand with 2 legs.
Okay, listen here, kiddo. Cool. Save. Let's go ahead and read the dialogue, and then we'll stop the stream at the beginning of the next chapter.
Oh boy.
Leave base. Oh, this hoe.
So they're finally here, are they? Has the work on the bridge been finished? And your answer had better be yes.
So why would you ask that? Yes, General. Do you think it will work?
Sometimes the simplest of traps offer the best results. Lure the enemy in and finish them off one by one. Got it? Listen up, dogs. Ruff, 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 ruff. There'll be no more retreating today. We will stop Crimea's advance here. We will not allow them to gain the comfort of the homeland. Any who do not fight to the death will face my lance.
There's the bridge. Wow, it's huge.
What can I even say? It's great.
I doubt if Dane's going to let us cross over without objection.
Dun, 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 dun. Sorry, Phoenix, right? Phoenix out of the brain. Yeah, I think that's highly unlikely.
Titania, it's time to march. Make sure the troops stay alert and move with caution. Understood, Commander.
Say, Ike, there's one thing I've been meaning to ask you.
What is it?
I haven't seen Nasir around. What's happened to him?
He was declared an enemy combatant and locked up.
What? Yeah, I understand you being irked that he didn't mention testing you and all, but treating him like he's a criminal is too...
Testing me? What are you talking about?
Huh? Oh, nice weather, huh?
We're going to talk, now.
Oh, snap. Nasir is a Dane spy? No way, that's not possible. He was our spy.
Ranulph is funny.
I love Ranulph.
You're telling me he was a Gallian spy? None of this makes sense to me.
He worked for us on behalf of the king. Dane? As a Lagoose, he would have absolutely no reason to work for them.
But he was a Goldoan but there was a Goldoan named Aina who was working as a general for Dane.
Are you serious?
Yes, we were forced to fight her in the Dane capital. When we attempted to capture her, Nasir intervened and allowed her to escape. He betrayed us.
What? Hold on a minute. Maybe that was... Well, if that's the case, then I can see why. Oh, even so, teaming up with Dane is just too much.
I hate to interrupt whatever it is you're doing, but we've arrived at the bridge.
Let me speak to Nasir, please.
Once we finish this battle, we can go together. All right?
Of course.
Bridge chapter.
The obligatory bridge chapter.
We had a boat chapter. 2 of them.
All right, Har. Time for you to go to work.
Oh. Z. No, Mom. 5 more minutes. Z.
Dozing off on the battlefield? You've got a lot of nerve, don't you? Hey, wake up or I'll burn you to a crisp.
Z. Huh? What? Right. Has the enemy arrived?
Yes, they just got here. Now get out there and do your job.
Oh, I'm all over it. Ugh.
What an absolute fool.
Barhaj is vibing.
For real.
I also just gleeked so far on my laptop. Oh my god.
Remember how I said you were going to want to bring Jill?
Oh.
Yeah. So you were right last stream.
Oh,
Well,
about Heart being
here we are.
playable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just have to recruit him with Jill. Well, here we are. And there's the Dane army on the other side as expected. They're already in battle formation and they're waiting for us and they're waiting to give us a warm welcome. Aw, that's charming.
That's just what I want.
Oh, well said. By the way, I thought I'd join you today.
Heck yeah. Not as a galleon, but as part of our army, right?
If it's a problem, I can always sit this one out.
Of course not. Thanks for your continued support, Ranulph.
The pleasure's all mine. Let's go carve us some Danes.
It's time. Alright. Feral 1.
I think there's some ballista there too.
Yeah, right here. And back there. Brave Axe. Alright. Level
Oh, that's
11
sick.
Wyvern Lord.
Let me see what kind of reinforcements there are.
So it's a magic lance. So it's kind of like the Sonic Sword, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a lance.
Does that mean shock axe is going to be in this game or bolt axe? Because you have a wind sword, a fire
Lance.
lance. The only thing we're missing is a thunder axe.
Alright.
Let's see. Enemy reinforcements will appear at each set of sandbags, it looks like. First set of sandbags, second set of sandbags, second ballista, and last ballista.
Wait, reinforcements will appear where?
Once you pass the first set of sandbags, the second set of sandbags, second ballista,
Here.
and the last ballista. And in order, those are 2 Myrmidons and a Swordmaster, 2 Sword Knights and a Paladin, Par and 3 Wyvern Riders, and then 1 Wyvern Lord and 2 Wyvern Riders.
Appear from where? Like the sides?
Appear at the left. I don't know, I'm confused by this. And once you get to the second ballista, you will get some ally reinforcements.
Cool.
What is this?
So this seems like a really low BS chapter. Minimal BS. Okay, get to Har. Okay. Should be too bad. So units. Wait, hold on. A lot of axes. Axes, lances, some swords. A lot of axes. Mainly axes and lances. So I'll need swords and axes. Mainly.
Excellent chapter for Titania to try out her new weapon.
Oh, yeah. We're breaking Ranulph, of course.
What's his gimmick? I'm very curious.
No skill? Nothing, I guess.
Well, that's lame.
Not even a skill, that's crazy.
That's brazy, bruh. I
Okay.
hope he's busted. I hope he's so busted.
I mean, Lagoos tend to be.
True.
Titania. Jill.
Yes.
Ileana, Mia. We get 13 units. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Don't forget Reese while you're thinking about him.
I'm always thinking about Reese.
Bro, me too.
No chests. Don't worry about Volk. Okay, this should be a really easy, straightforward chapter. Literally literally straightforward. It's just one direction.
No, that's Big Time Rush. Never mind.
I was trying to think of One Direction song. Okay, I'll need a lot of horse slayers. Horsey killing weapons.
Maybe it might be time to bring out the big Boyd again. Because he has a poleaxe, I believe.
Yup. 9 uses.
And Mia had a long sword. I don't know if she still does, but she did.
Either way, I could still just give it to her. I know I still have it in the convoy.
You want to bring out a Braum?
I could go for a Braum. There is a Blizzard Man. I'm not here.
Yes.
If he dies, if we kill him, we can get that Blizzard, though. If I can... Ooh. Idea. If I can... Okay. So, this is the Blizzard Man's range, right? If I can get, like, Titania... What's her range? 9? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dang it. Assuming he doesn't attack me the second I get into his range, I can have Titania just tomahawk, kill him.
Well, but can you attack through those?
You better be able to.
Given how this game works, I doubt it.
Yes, you can. This mage can attack over the wall.
Oh, okay. Cool. I guess they are sandbags, not walls. So I guess you can go over them. Just can't go through them.
So, yeah, I can have Titania murk this guy with only the minimum of 1 use taken out of Blizzard. Sweet. 3 more. Let's bring Braum. Soren. What the heck? And,
Here? Oh, you have them already.
I have Kieran, yeah. So I have so far Ike, Ranulph, Reese, Liana, Mia, Rolf, Kieran, Titania, Jill, Boyd, Soren, and Braum. There are going to be a lot of flyers. I have enough swords to take care of the axes. I have lances to take care of the few swords. I need some Laguz Slayers. Not a necessity, but
It would be nice.
yes. And then Rolf is here to take care of the flyers. I could also bring... I have wind magic too for the flyers, as well as fire for the Laguz. Oscar. I could bring Oscar.
Could bring Oscar. Bring Oscar. Because if you bring Oscar, then there's a decent chance we could get a support with some combination of Oscar, Rolf, and Boyd.
Yep. Alright. I do want to do items right now, but I really gotta pee, so I think we should end the stream.
See, I was about to say, what if we end the stream here and then we do items and stuff before the stream next time we do this?
Yeah.
And so that way, we can just jump into it.
Yeah. Sounds good. Alright.
All right.
That was a
good stream.
That was a good stream. It wasn't 5 hours.
Jesus Christ.
It was like about 2.5. Or maybe,
Yeah,
actually,
it was a good length.
the chapter itself was only like an hour and a half. It took us about an hour to get up to the beginning of the chapter.
There was some pretty dense story stuff.
Yeah, usually is. From here on out, it's going to be pretty lengthy chapters.
Yeah, it's pretty dense stuff.
And stuff in between as well. All right, so this is a good stream. Only 3 hours, 39 minutes, 23 seconds. All right, so this has been good.
24, 25.
27, 8,
Yeah.
9, 30. All right. Thanks for coming, everyone. It's been fun.
Yeah.
Until next time. We'll
Thanks
see
for
ya.
stopping by.
Peace out. K-Dog out.
Adios.